Oops. Alright, so this one did not get damaged in shipping, thankfully. And let's check it out. It's interesting, you can't tell from the box which edition you're getting. You just have to know which one you ordered and which one's in the box. But essentially the box looks exactly the same from what I can tell as the old one. A little bit of scraping or scuffing right here, but hey, it's better than being crumpled. Now let's see what's in the box. We got a little bit of tape right there. Welcome back to the world of friendly computing. That's cool. Very cool. And again, here we go with the power supply and accessories and the unit itself right here. I'm going to move the box out of the way. All that's remaining in the box is the manual, which I always appreciate getting the manual. And sort of looking at the box, there's a little tear there, but otherwise good shape. And again, we have the welcome to your digital oasis with a C over here, which is interesting. I like those little touches like that. And let's see if we can open this. Get a fresh look at it. Woo! Look at that. I really love the contrast of the clear case against the black keys on the keyboard with the red function keys. I think that's beautiful. And then we're going to kind of take a look at the side here. We got the joystick ports, the multi-function power button basically, and the power plug-in. And then on the back we have our sticker from Commodore. And you can, with the clear case, you can make out the signatures that are on the back of the motherboard. It's pretty clearly, really. It's almost like having, like wearing a pair of glasses. The little focus on there. And then on the back of the unit, we have our cartridge port, and then our RF, video, serial, cassette, HDMI, user port. There's space here. This is where the user port would be, but we have now in place of it a USB network and HDMI. And on previous Ultimates, what I've done is I've thrown the user port through here, so I can plug in accessories. I kind of wish there was a design here that made room for the actual user port, but I guess it's not really used very much, but I do have at least one game that I'm using with the user port that I made, so I kind of would have preferred that. The clearness of the unit, it's pretty cool. I love it. I hope it lasts a long time. The Breadman's style, and yeah. We'll take a look at the keyboards. Seems pretty sturdy. And again, my only thing that I don't like is the shift lock. I wish it would actually lock down, but hey, who am I to complain? So anyhow, that is the quick unboxing, and I'll have to take a look and see how it looks when we power it on. Okay, so now that we've looked at the main unit here, I want to take another look here what's in this box that it came with. I know the power adapter's in there. Again, we're supplied with an HDMI, a Commodore branded HDMI cable, which is really cool. And then we have the power adapter again with the clear. What happened to the big brick? We don't want that. We don't want to go back to that. So I just got to plug in the one that we use for United States, which is this one. And then again, it came with the cassette, the mock cassette, which is really a USB. Let's open that. Can't even tell it's red until you pop the case open. Boom! And then right there is the USB. And you can use your thumb to pull that out. So this has some software preloaded on it, which you can use and plug in to the back of the unit here. Right back here. And then finally, what was in the box. I guess it comes with all the Commodores here now, which is great, is all these stickers, which I think are pretty cool. Kids especially love stickers like these, like this, but I think they're cool too. Oh, look at these little SID chip stickers. Little tape cassette sticker. So, and then while we're at it, let's go ahead and plug on our power adapter. So I have the slightest how to do this. Goes this way. There. Actually, very easy to plug that in. And the cable is pretty long too. I think it's 6 feet, if I'm not mistaken, but it's pretty long. So it'll reach almost anywhere. So anyhow, that is what is in the box. We'll take another look at the manual here. And this is one it doesn't want to open. You almost have to tear it open. And I also assume that this is the same manual for all the editions. Starlight. What are they all? Basic, Beige, Starlight, and the Founders Edition. This one here is called Starlight. And it's the bread bin variety. And I really like that it's spiral bound, so you can open it and lay it flat. It's great for reading along as you type stuff in. So, you know, if you look at it, it's completely redone from what you originally would have gotten for the Commodore 64. And it's very nice. Very nicely done. Alright, I went ahead and plugged in the faux tape cartridge. I plugged in the HDMI. Well, it's also plugged into the composite. And my joystick is plugged in. And I'm going to go ahead and power the unit on. I have my monitor ready. And I'm just going to power it up. I'm going to turn the lights down so you can kind of see that a little better. I just think it looks so neat. And we're ready to go here. So I'm going to go into the file browser and show you what's on the USB disk. So what comes with most of these Commodores here with on the tape, faux tape cartridge, you have the BBS's folder, you have the demos folder, which the demos are really cool. It says exclusives here. Got the SID tribute. We should try some of these. Let's run one, see what we get. I remember that one. Crack Out, is that what it was? Crack Out? Just kind of cycling through the songs. Yes, Commando. It says there's a menu if you hit the fire button. Look at this. Monty on the run. It looks more realistic. You pull back the image. So cool. Rob Hubbard. We're starting over here. Last Ninja. Trap. I wasn't even noticing the titles up there. Alright, let's head back out to the system. That is cool, that Sid tribute. So these are the exclusives in here, huh? Jolly Disc, Goat Beat, Legends 1. And we got games galore. NTSC and PAL. So much on here. Oops, go back in. Oops. Geos, swap discs, music, Geos, the GUI 64. I haven't really tried that. So play around with that. I think this comes default in PAL mode. Oh wow, that is cool. And here is that little GUI. It's pretty neat. Let's go with dotted, see what happens. Look at that, that's cool. It's like a little GUI for your Commodore. What's reset do? Can we reboot? Yep, go back to the, there we go. So anyhow, that's what comes with the Ultimate right there. I think it's really neat, and I think it's worth looking at. And then recently Commodore released the Ultimate Commodore 64Cs in all the various flavors, beige, Starlight, and the Founders Edition. And so I'm thinking about ordering one of those as well. Thanks for taking a look at this system with me, and we'll catch you on the next video.